The IHWA Premier League is proudly brought to you by Shatterguard.com.au, Front Row Screens, your local streaming superheroes, and CD Dodd, scrap metal recyclers.
As we came out of lockdown just quickly as we entered it back in, the PPL, thanks to CD Dodd, is back in action. It is round 16 of the 2021 season, and what an opening game we have for you in our Friday night doubleheader. Paul Persick with you in the commentary box. A very good evening to all watching, whether in Western Australia, or around the world. On our Front Row Screens live stream on our Facebook and YouTube pages. It is a great pleasure to have your company after a week lost due to the lockdown. The CD Dodd Perth Premier League is back and in a big way. And what a game we have for you. The Blackhawks in fourth place with a record of 3 wins, 3 losses and 3 ties. 9 points from their 9 matches. Doing battle with the Flyers Orange. 13 points from their 11 matches and are currently in second place. However, the Flyers Orange are going to have to do it tough tonight because they are missing 7 of their best players. Players like Jacob Ruck, Alistair Punler, Kieran Webster, who's been one of their best attacking players this season, and also rookie Owen Williams, all missing from the side. Jackson in at number 19, he comes in, and Cameron Smith, he will be one to watch as well. The Blackhawks, they are largely unchanged from the side that lost to the Sharks 2 weeks ago. Watch out for Chris Shea, Ben Williams, as well as a captain Jordan Grover, who was amongst them. Valentin Kazala, he's been a scoring machine in his last few games. He'll be one to watch when he gets that puck into the high slot and slaps one to the back of the net. He is a pretty good slap shot indeed. The Blackhawks, as we mentioned, eager to rebound after their last hit out 2 weeks ago. A disappointing 4-2 loss to the Perth Sharks despite 3 power play opportunities, and that's where their biggest issue lies, having scored once from 5 attempts in their last match. Kazala, Grover and Williams will have to really amp up their aggression tonight. The Flyers Orange, well, they are a fast tempo side, but without players like Webster, Punler and Georgia, where is the attacking play going to come from? Well, they do have a strong enough depth of players, namely Dave Ruck, who is specialist on that inside tipping by the doorstep towards the net. But you've also got Kelly and Yannick Lodge, who is very quick on those skates, as well as Riley Langell, very reliable as the cherry picker in attack. And Cameron Smith, he was a bit of a sensation on his debut as well, and playing interstate, Sydney and Queensland, now bringing his talent here to WA as the players on the rink are about to assemble into their positions for the start of this round 16 clash. Our broadcast all thanks to CD Dodd Scrap Metal Recyclers and Shatterguard. We thank them for coming on board in season 2021. And of course, our media broadcasters, Front Row Screens. By the way, we must send a big thank you to all our fans and followers of the Perth Premier League Facebook page who look at our content on a week-by-week basis during the season. 500 likes on our Facebook page, so thank you very much on behalf of all at the CD Dodd Perth Premier League. Let's get it up to 1,000, so keep on liking the Perth Premier League Facebook page. You can go onto Facebook, search up Perth Premier League with the big light blue logo. It is right there in front of you. Flyers Orange on your screen. Even with an undermanned side, they would love to get that next win on the board, their 6th win of the competition, and draw level on top of the ladder with the Flyers Blue, who looked a little bit out of sorts in round 14. They've got the bye, and that'll be a bit of a blessing in disguise for the Blues after that performance 2 weeks ago here at the Perth Ice Arena when they lost 6-2. Now trailing by as much as 4-0 in the second period. The Flyers Orange looked a little more disciplined, and watch out for a sudden scoring burst again if they are to get any momentum in this game. The Blackhawks, those turnovers from the offensive zone must be repelled. They have to use the puck efficiently when taking it to the slot. Woodman and Sack are keys to setting up from the wing, so watch out for them. The question is, who will start things off as the main 2 defensemen and as wingers? Same question will apply for the Flyers Orange. Mark McCann, I must point out, for the Flyers Orange is also out. Stephen McCann is in the side tonight, replacing Mark for this game. So it's going to be Tomek Sack for the Flyers, for the Blackhawks. And in the first face-off, it will be Chris Shade and Dave Ruck to do battle in the first of the puck drops, round 16 of the CD Dodd Perth Premier League. A lively atmosphere here at the Perth Ice Arena as round 16 is go. The Blackhawks looking to get back into the top three. The Flyers orange looking to draw level with the Blues on top of the ladder. It's now out of the defensive wing. The Blackhawks under a bit of pressure there. Minson tries for the cross-ice pass back onto centre ice. But Jackson sees that one go to Kelly. They play it along the wings, but the Blackhawks repel that one. That's good play by Sack. He's on the attacking wing. He shoots, and Stephen McCann, a fine save inside the crease. Inside the first 30 seconds. Now, Stephen McCann, keep in mind, wearing number 29 instead of the number 1 that he usually wears for the Flyers, Flyers blue, rather. Williams and Ruck by the neutral circle. Ruck with a wrist pass back towards centre ice, and now the Blackhawks have got 2 out the back of the park. One of those was Minson. Poor pass turned over to Smith. Through the doorstep goes McLean. Just couldn't finish that one off. Goes with the backhand. The Blackhawks play it along the boards now. Williams on centre ice, 2-on-1. Good play by Minson. That's allowed Hillier to retain possession. He goes cross ice into absolutely nowhere. And it was turned over. The Flyers orange through Smith from the neutral zone. McLean in front. Hoist pass back onto the offensive zone for the orange. But there were plenty of Blackhawks manning the puck. But Ruck is able to shove that one back towards the attacking goal line. The Blackhawks will look to get this one going on the breakaway. Potvin flicks it to the side. Poorly executed. That's finding Williams on the edge of left point. Lodge back onto the doorstep. Lyndon Lodge from behind the goal line, under a bit of pressure from Davidson. Yannick Lodge providing the backup. Beautiful pass out wide to Ruck. Goes through centre ice. He's got Riley Langell right on the heels of the puck. Cross ice back onto the high slot. It's fended off Woodman. Woodman off the skates. Referee's calling the advantage. Might have been a discrepancy on that play. Lodge on the outer wing. He shoots from the corner, just wide of the right post. The first couple of minutes of this game, still 0-0. This round 16 clash. CD Dodd Perth Premier League. Blackhawks in 4th. Flyers orange in 2nd. Both having plenty of stakes in this one. Frontal check from the edge of the wings as the shot came in from Yves Potvin on left-hand corner point. The Blackhawks get it back out of that defensive zone, but only as far as the Blackhawks bench. Left face off by the neutral zone in attack for the Flyers orange. Flyers orange right under pressure in the early going. Ruck wins it, pushes it back. And it's by the neutral zone where Kelly will go straight through to Ruck, out to Potvin, McLean rather. The hoist pass towards the attacking goal line, but they're finding Grover, the Blackhawks captain. Passes back to the right point. Jackson. Might have been a legal stick check there. One of the Blackhawks players, but Jackson really paces himself that one, but it's a 2-on-1 in favour of the Flyers orange. It's back to the left point. Angel from behind the goal line, almost turning that one over. In fact, he did. Kazala. He's got an open play across ice. He does. That's Minson from right-hand point. McLean with the backhander along the sideboards. The Blackhawks again have it back in attack. Well played by Kazala, but was checked out of it. It's back on centre ice, back and forth. The puck goes. Jackson along the outer wing tries to take it back into attack. The Blackhawks, with 3 players pushing back towards that defensive zone, are able to repress that and turn it over. Oh, Kelly checking Sack hard along the end boards, but the Blackhawks again will have that defensive turnover and take this one away through Minson. Minson under pressure from Tortoise, who's only just come onto the rink for the first time, with a few changes on the fly made by the Flyers orange. They're going to make a little fewer tonight, considering the players that they have missing in action, but that's not going to stop them. Smith shoots from the high. And a good save, Charlie Smart. It's a fine passage set up by that play along the wings too. Cross-ice pass went the way of Smith, who had space on the high slot plenty. He had the right shot, but Charlie Smart kept his eye on it quite well. Lodge, traced back from the high slot. He gets it back in the first 5 minutes. Lodge, was he tripped up? Refs say no. His opponent there was Shade. Pushes the puck back to Williams. Shade from the high point gets front on by Tortoise. Backhanded to Williams. Got a couple of players out in the open on centre ice. One of them is Hillier. A communication breakdown allows Yannick Lodge to go cross ice to Langle under the back of the net. And Langell gets the first one on the board. Set up off the turnover off centre ice. Lodge, beautiful flick, cross ice to Langell onto the doorstep and through the hole. Gets the Flyers orange first goal of the night. Some 5 minutes into this opening period on the CD Dodd scoreboard. As we go to the replay, again, those turnovers need to be eradicated by the Blackhawks because when the Flyers orange capitalise, they do it very quickly. Lodge onto Langell, and thank you, mother, for the Rabbits. The Flyers orange strike first in this round 16 clash. Ruck and Davidson off the puck drop. It's won by Davidson, and the Blackhawks go forward immediately. Almost a bit of high stick usage going on by the Flyers orange, but the referees say, get on with the game. Smith, who set up a big chance earlier. Voice it to his own advantage. It's now on the offensive goal line. Plays it across to McLean. McLean, he's got Ruck there with some space on the low slot, but it was cut off easily by a couple of Blackhawks players. Turned over again. That's what caused them their first goal to be leaked. Ruck's with shot from the right-hand point, ambitious. Chalari. And now they got it out into the open. Turned over. Smith over the left-hand post. Woodman breaks out from defensive ice. He's on a charge. Goes through two players. Hasn't got enough space to go to the back of the net. And it's turned over. Jackson. Open ice pass towards the attacking goal line, and it'll be an icing call. Go all the way back to the Blackhawks attacking zone. 7 minutes played in this opening period here at the Perth Ice Arena. Flyers orange 1. Blackhawks 0. Just joining us, Riley Langell. Great goal set up from Yannick Lodge off a centre ice turnover. Gazala wins the face-off, but only as far as Smith. On the breakout towards centre ice. His pass interfered. McLean tries to break free. Cross ice along the sideboards. Lodge tries to recover. Doesn't get all of that one to go. Good cross ice pass to Jackson out in the open. He has support from Dave Ruck. He tries to go through the legs. That was a little bit of smarty pants action. Kazala goes towards the doorstep of the slot. He shoots off the pads of McCann. A good save under pressure. Kazala gets it back. Slap shot off the post. Unlucky for Kazala. He's very good at the slap shots from the right-hand point. The Tortoise recovers it on the offensive zone, but it's turned over. The Blackhawks, despite losing an early goal, are really riding the pressure. Kazala, was he tripped up with the stick? Yes, they're waving their hands, and they're going to award the penalty. Nive Potvin chatting with the umpire over it, thinking, why would you penalise me? But we all saw it. So Nive Potvin is going to spend 2 minutes in the penalty box, the first of the Shutterguard power plays, and that'll be ideal for the Blackhawks. And McCann's just going out of the rink for a moment, maybe a bit of a change in gear. So we'll have a bit of a delay in the game here as the clock continues to run. Remember, 20 minutes continuous for the first 2 periods and the third and final 15 minutes of stoppage, but only a short delay as McCann is able to get himself sorted out. And we'll have a face-off as a result of the penalty. Nive Potvin will spend the next 2 minutes in the box, and the first of the power plays, thanks to our great friends at Shutterguard, is in effect. And we'll give you the opportunity now to turn the volume up and soak in the sights and sounds of the CD Dodd Perth Premier League. Sights and sounds of the Perth Premier League every Friday night. Langell plays it along the wings. He's forced to push it back. He's got Yannick Lodge for backup. Open ice pass out towards the attacking zone. Will that be an icing call? No, it's being waved off. Cuthbert now. Breaks out from the goal line. He's got the puck on his own. Cuthbert shoots well wide of the left-hand post, and now the Flyers Orange can recover it. Only momentarily, though. Williams and McLean. McLean goes towards the open ice of the defensive zone for the Blackhawks. Smart lets that one go. And the Flyers Orange, with these open ice passes, are going to kill off this penalty. But if they can stop this entry here, this is Sack. He shoots. Nice save off the pads, McCann. And the power play will be killed off in 2-1. And they've done it well, the Flyers Orange. And they are back to full strength 5-on-5. Hillier on the offensive zone. Nice stick checking by Jackson, who's coming to the side, usually playing for the Sharks. Plays it along the side wings. The Blackhawks again got three of the cherry pickers out on that defensive zone, waiting for those turnovers. But McLean finds a gap. Does he go cross ice to ruck? He does. Outside the slot. Again, McLean goes cross ice to ruck, but heavy coverage off the slot sees the Blackhawks inflict another turnover. Now, they need to make the most of their chances. The shot comes in. Kazala rebounded off McCann's pads. Grover on a collision there with McCann and Lodge inside the goal crease. That's a rare sight. Oh, and he gets one of his own back on Sack, and there's a bit going on there. Grover on the defensive goal line, keeping the puck in front. Well played, Grover. Brilliantly done. Long shot from left point. Saved by McCann, and a bit of pushing and shoving going on. Played 13 minutes in this first period. The scoreboard showing 1-0. Only goal to date scored by Riley Langell off a centre ice turnover. If you're just joining us in the first 5 minutes of that first period. Despite that first goal, the rest of the contest, in this opening period at least, I have to say, is pretty much even at the moment. Both sides getting big entries inside that offensive zone, but not being able to capitalise on any further chances apart from that goal by Riley Langell. It's in the slot. Through the doorstep goes Lodge, but unable to convert. Cross ice, Tortoise. He's got the puck in front of him. Can he go cross ice to Langell? He's looking for the double. Goes towards the doorstep, but it's blocked by Charlie Smart. Magnificent defence. And as they get it out into the open ice, the Blackhawks, they lose it immediately. Tortoise with one hand out to Potvin. Now back onto centre ice. Grover. Turned over, Lodge with a backhander towards the attacking goal line. Now Campbell and Langell. Langell's got the agility despite the height mismatch. Good play by Langell. Gets it out to Lodge. 2-on-1. It's turned over. Back and forth. Davidson through the legs of the referee. Cross ice. Turned over. Lodge. He's got Langell for a double here. He shoots. And Lodge couldn't get that one past Smart. It's another fine save from the Blackhawks goaltender. Tightly fought contest thus far here at the Perth Ice Arena. Ruck and Williams. Duel yet again. This time it's won by Williams. Out there to Chalaru on the outer defensive wing. Pushing back. Landing the puck steady. Piercing pass towards centre ice. And now the Blackhawks can play it through. Hillier, he shoots. Down to the left-hand post. Williams rebounds. Goes cross ice. Poorly executed. A blind pass. Hillier goes with the backhand. Woodman, he's been quiet, and it's just bounced off the opposition net above. Another face-off will proceed. Only 6 rounds of the regular season to go before the finals kick off in early September. Remember, sudden death semi-finals and, of course, a best-of-3 grand finals. Referee's just warning Campbell to get back outside the face-off circle. And he's being instructed again. Don't want to go too early or risk a penalty. Jackson from the defensive goal line. Grover turns it over. Good use of the frontal stick. Sack into open ice, but it's covered brilliantly by Kelly. McLean with a backhand. It's onto open ice. Referee's waving the arms. And it's been waved off. No icing call. Woodman. Beautiful pass. Covers plenty of territory. Sack. Ooh, almost a high stick there by Tortoise, but that was good defending. Off the skates of Smith. No illegal kick shot. Campbell tries to go through the legs of Smith. Didn't manage that. They've got a few players at the back. The Blackhawks awaiting another defensive turnover. Sack. He's got space inside the slot. The Flyers orange might have mistimed their changes on the fly. Sack shot. And it goes all the way up and over just to the left-hand side of the commentary box. That's not the first time the puck has been in that area. And we'll have a face-off just by the inner circle. The Blackhawks attacking zone. Another big chance brewing for them. They've had more of those shots on target thus far. They've had about 5 of them in the last 3 minutes. Hillier. Off the pads of McCann. Williams with a fresh airy Lodge. Under pressure from Williams. He goes cross ice to open things up. Lodge. His pass blind. Well recovered. Langell. Back and forth the puck goes. Just over 3 minutes to go. In this opening period, the CD Dodd scoreboard reads the Flyers orange 1, Blackhawks 0. Langell breaks out of defensive ice. He's very quick. Putting on the afterburners. Lovely backhander to Yannick Lodge. But the coverage in that defensive slot was very strong for the Blackhawks, enforcing another takeaway, but only momentarily. Lodge. Finding the space. He goes cross ice to Langell. Was heavily protected. Williams with the backhand. Along the wings they go. They clear the puck out. Hillier. Force back. Plays it off the boards. Langell. Well played, Langell. A fine second effort. But only as far as Grover on defensive ice. Fire passes to neutral line. Was he obstructed? Ref saying no. Goodman misses that one. And referee has called icing. Go all the way back to the Flyers orange attacking zone. They've got a chance of doubling their advantage with just 2 minutes to go. On the CD Dodd scoreboard. Flyers orange playing with a more spaced out formation in this face-off, but they lose out on the face-off. Minson. Plays it low. Blind pass. Cut off by Ruck. It's back and forth now. Here's Cuthbert. Intended for Davidson, but Jackson keeps it in front. What a first period he's had, Jackson, as one of the defensive wingers. Grover. Hands it on defensive ice. Hasn't got a lot of open space to go to. Hence with the open ice pass along the boards, Ruck hoists it back to their offensive zone. But Grover recovers it for the Blackhawks. He's now on the edge of the slot. Doesn't get the shot in time. He was under a lot of pressure. Cross ice to Davidson. On centre point shoots. Cut off by Smith. Smith backs up his own effort. Fends off his opponent. You can call that a don't argue if we want to. Well played by Smith. Goes through 2. Doesn't get through the 3rd. Kazala backhander. Blind pass cut off by Kelly. McLean has got Ruck out in the open. They've got an opportunity. Ruck off the post. The Blackhawks can count their stars in that one because they've got a minute to go. Davidson from centre point, off the pads of McCann. Rebounded Kazala. Inside the slot. Turned over Lodge. McLean on the wings. Beautiful pass out to Smith with the backhand. Just wide of the right-hand post. Smith under pressure now. Williams, nice back check. That's allowed the Blackhawks to open up space on the opposite wing. There they go. Cross ice out to Grover. Might have hit his shoulder, but Kazala recovers it. Hoist pass back onto the goal line. And there goes the buzzer. It might have gone off prematurely because there's still a minute to go on the clock. Referee's just deliberating over that. But it is the end of the first period, or is it? Yes, it is. So it went about a minute early, which is bizarre, but nonetheless, it's the end of the first period here at the Perth Ice Arena, where it's the Flyers Orange leading 1-0 over the Blackhawks in round 16 of the PPL.
Shutterguard has been installing Perth's best shutters for over 30 years. With no advertising signs on your front lawn and no sales gimmicks, visit shutterguard.com.au.
Welcome back to the Perth Ice Arena. Start of the second period of this important round 16 clash in the CD Dodd Perth Premier League. The Flyers Orange leading 1-0. Stephen McCann getting into his position. And the Blackhawks, they had plenty of chances in the final 10 minutes of that opening period, but just could not get a score on the board. But they've had more shots on target. Players like Williams, Cuthbert, Minson, and even Valentin Kazala, who got a few in the final few minutes. Lodge and Kazala to start things off in the second period. A win vital for both sides as we get underway for the second period. Another 20 minutes. Potvin recovers it. He spent some time in the penalty box a little earlier. Lodge and Woodman. Good play by Woodman. Plays it along the boards. Keeps the puck in front. Got a good reach. Woodman in the 2-on-1. Goes through the pack. Sachs blind pass turned over. Tortoise and Lodge combining. Good play by Lodge. Cross ice. He got hit by Chalaru in the process. Langell gets one himself. Campbell, Sack and Kazala combining to get the puck free from that defensive zone. Sack goes back to Kazala. And Campbell bypasses. And on open ice, covered quickly there by Minson. Jarred out of that congestion. Kazala out there towards the slot. And McCann down low makes a good save inside the crease. First 5 minutes really even until Riley Langell opened the scoring for the Flyers Orange, and then the momentum suddenly stalled. The Blackhawks in the final 5 minutes having plenty of chances. Here's one of them for Grover. He shoots. It's a high one. Well over the net and into the net above the plexiglass, and we'll have another face-off in the early minutes of this second period. And don't forget, later tonight, we've got our second game. Northern Vikings in third, taking on the Sharks, who have been in good form over the last month with 2 wins in their last 4 games. So that one is going to be very interesting indeed. Williams and Ruck in that face-off. Ruck wins it. Pushes back to the defensive zone. Handled by Hillier. Hillier plays it to the open ice. Wrist shot out towards the net. Easy save for McCann, and that allows the Flyers Orange to recover this one only momentarily. Williams on centre ice. Gets barged by 2 Flyers Orange opponents, but goes through. Williams to Grover on the high point. He centres it to Minson. Off the left-hand post again. Williams. He goes back to Minton. He's going to try it again. Doesn't get through the pack inside the slot. Hillier, blind pass into the path of Minson and Cuthbert. Smith for the Flyers Orange plays that one back. And McLean. A little bit of stick checking going on. McLean and Williams. But the Flyers Orange win it out. And they cleared the defensive zone. Ruck and McLean combining to get the puck free. Smith chopped off there by Cuthbert. It's behind the goal line. Smith gets a nice back check from Grover. And they steer clear of the slot to the Blackhawks through their captain in Grover. Cuthbert forced back. Grover's manning the puck behind the goal line. Has only one option, and he goes the long road. Out there to Hillier. Goes through Lyndon Lodge, but Lodge just in front there. Plays it with the backhand. And now they can rescue themselves out of a trough only momentarily. Kazala was chasing Potvin hard. Lodge capitalises on the space inside the slot. The backhander comes in from Tortoise, but not to the back of the net. High open ice pass towards centre. Lodge. Out wide, Tortoise jars it out. Yannick Lodge is combining with the fellow Lodge in Linden. Where does Linden go? Plays it to centre point, shoots, and it's tipped it out the back. Riley Langell was in the best position. And Riley Langell makes it a double for himself and for the team. And exactly at the same period during the first, where Riley Langell scored the first, he's able to tip that one. Nice gentle flip with the back. And gets that one to go. Yannick Lodge set that one up brilliantly. Wrist shot from centre point. But Riley Langell, with a gentle flick of the wrist, gets that one to go. That is number 2 for Riley Langell and number 2 for the Flyers Orange as they double their advantage. Tight tussle in the face-off, but again, that man, Riley Langell, he's been everywhere. Hits the referee on the skates there, but he'll be all right. They are as tough as nails, those referees, like the players. The referees do an exceptional job every weekend. Langell, open ice towards the goal line, cut off by Woodman. Beautiful cross-ice pass by Woodman out to Kazala, opens it up to Sack. Sack just out of reach. And the Flyers Orange again recovered. Open ice pass out towards the goal crease. Smart. Just gently flicks it out to Woodman. Long pass to centre ice, and now they're clear. Grover from high, goes towards the doorstep. He tries to knock on the door, but no answer. Back on the defensive zone for the Blackhawks. Woodman slows down the tempo. Waiting for those changes on the fly. Signalling to the players, push back. Maybe he's going to look for that long pass. Look at McLean. He's not making it easy for Woodman, but Woodman gets that one to go. The pressure was really riding. Whelan. He's been pretty quiet so far in this game. He's up against Jackson. Jackson with the kick shot. Referees allow that one to go on. Will it be an icing call? No, it won't. In fact, yes, it will. Corey Chilaru just out of time there. It'll be a face-off on the outer circle. The Flyers Orange attacking zone. Hope all our viewers in Western Australia are keeping themselves warm and dry. It's been an appalling day here in Perth weather-wise. We've had plenty of rain. Some flash flooding in some city areas. So we hope everybody is doing safe here in Perth and all around Western Australia as the puck is freed from that defensive zone. The Flyers Orange looking for the chance, but it's cut off by Minson. Nice stick checking into the path there of Whelan, but it's turned over. The Flyers Orange now can set it up. Out into space. Lodge. Cross ice. It's a blind pass. Whelan turns it over, flicks it out with the backhand towards the goal line. And the Blackhawks again look to capitalise. Where's the open space? Williams forms it. High wrist shot towards the slot. The Flyers Orange have a few players covering that one. The lone player for the Blackhawks, Davidson, flicks it back to the goal line, but the Flyers Orange got a few more players in that area. The Blackhawks needing to ride the pressure. Cross ice to McLean. Beautiful save, diving to his right. Charlie Smart under pressure and gets a good round of applause from a nice crowd by the crossbar and the Blackhawks bench. Crowd, of course, doing the right thing and wearing their masks too. But Charlie Smart had to keep his eye on the prize. The cross ice pass set up to McLean. He was going to flick that one to the back of the net. Charlie Smart said, no thank you. McLean for a second chance. Ricocheted off Yannick Lodge this time. It's a scramble for it on the end boards. And emerging with it is Williams. Williams goes to the backhand. They can look for some open space. They've got Minson, but was it offside? Well, a bit unlucky there. The Blackhawks were going along quite nicely. They got a good setup going into their offensive zone. Unfortunately, they are ruled offside. Go all the way back to the Flyers' orange attacking zone. So they have a chance of tripling their advantage. Winning the face-off are the orange. Langell slap shot cut off there by Hillier. And an icing call. The second one in this second period. And again, in favour of the Flyers' orange, so to go all the way back. Once again, just under halfway through the second period, 11 minutes to go. Flyers orange have added a further goal on the board. And again, it was Riley Langell. And hence their current lead is 2-0. Out of the slot. From that wrist shot, the Blackhawks can recover. Haven't got enough players in support. Now they do. Hillier, but it's just too late. Yannick Lodge good use of the stick. Turning that one over. Langell. Out onto centre ice, Woodman. Woodman under a bit of pressure, Langell. Onto the sideboards. Great effort by Langell to get that one out. Tortoise. Does he go cross ice? Out in the open space is Langell with the backhand. Nice save and gets a frontal check by Woodman. The referee saying that one was a bit high. And unsurprisingly, he will get some time in the penalty box. Let's have a look at that on the CD Dodd replay. Tortoise had the right to set that one up. Langell was in open space of plenty, and then Woodman just comes in and wham. With that high frontal check, Woodman will get a 2-minute penalty. And that'll be another Shutterguard power play in effect. And so the Flyers orange will have the advantage this time. Kelly slap shot. A lot of power, but just a little too high. Smith. Oh, a lot of physical action as you would expect. Minson, McLean and Smith all getting involved. Sack coming into lend a hand on the end boards by the goal line. Well done by McLean, who emerges with it. Lodge. Ooh, just by the left-hand post. Rebounding at the Blackhawks through Kazala. He pushes back. Only as far as Kelly, who frees the puck into space by the neutral zone. Ruck builds it up to the slot. Does he go for it? He does, but just over the crossbar. Jackson rebounds. Slap shot from Kelly. Almost tipped by McLean. Off the pads, no less. Sack hoists it back. Open ice covered by Minson for the Blackhawks. Line pass. Chopped off. Only as far as Kazala. Makes his way towards the slot. He shoots. Point blank range. Gets that one a little too high. They recover it again, the Blackhawks through Grover. The Flyers orange recover it just as quickly. Lodge. Blazes past centre ice. And the referee's made the call. Looks like it was offside. Bit of an unlucky one, you would say there. First two games all part of another big weekend on FRS Sport. Your number one in 2021 as the Flyers orange win another face-off. Kelly off the pads of Smart. And off the back part of the net this time. Campbell. Open ice pass towards the attacking zone for the Blackhawks, but it's well covered in the end by McCann, who pushes back to Lodge under pressure from Williams. Along the sideboards, Tortoise. The Flyers Orange open up the space. Lodge, cross ice. Out to Tortoise. The slot heavily defended by the Blackhawks. That's well done. And it results in another turnover. They man that doorstep very carefully, but Langell quick to get it back. Nice use of the stick by Minson. Blind pass to Lodge, and now Langell has got the support. He's getting hit quite heavily throughout this game, but he's riding each of the checks and scoring 2 goals thus far. Langell off the crossbar. Langell again looking for the hat trick. Rebounded off the gloves of Smart into the path of Grover. Grover on centre ice. Backhand pass, a fresh airy by Hillier. He looked to have opened up the space in the slot offensively. But the Flyers Orange again with the rebound. Lodge. Great speed by Yannick Lodge. Shoots and inside the crease. Smart. Another good save. 6.5 minutes remaining. 12 shots on target in total. The Flyers Orange getting a few back after the Blackhawks had a big flurry in the final 5 minutes. Killian Davidson. Out of the face-off, Davidson wins it, and the Blackhawks are in possession. Woodman. Woodman shoots him well wide of the right post. Recovered by Jackson. Jackson goes out wide, opens up space for the rookie. Smith, does he go cross ice? He does. That one was chopped off by Woodman. Pushes forward, out to Sack. Oh no, that's Chilara, I should say. Chilara off the sideboards. Whelan. Open ice towards the attacking goal line. He's going to go after it himself. Well chopped off by Potvin. That allows the Flyers Orange to get players back quickly. Ruck out to McLean, who's got space on the edge of the high slot. He goes low, shoots. Smart again. Going down low. Another marvellous save under pressure. And both sides will make a few changes on the fly. Face-off will be with Lodge and Kazala. Blackhawks got a 2-on-1 going inside the slot, and the referee calling a repeat there. Looked to have been an obstruction outside the circle. So we'll have a repeat in proceedings with just about 5 minutes to go on the CD Dodd scoreboard. Sack flicks it out. On the high slot, well rebounded by Minson. Off the sideboards, the Blackhawks will look to open it up. Kazala got tripped up. Lodge shoots. And well wide of the right-hand post. Cross ice, blind pass, Lodge off his legs. Well played, Lodge. Positioned himself well to intercept the puck, but the Blackhawks swoop on him. Back and forth the puck goes. Tortoise in open space, but offside. And ruled that against Yannick Lodge. And so that is the third offside in the last 5 minutes in this second period, but luckily no time in the penalty box for the players. In the meantime, another Blackhawks penalty killed off. Penalty on Woodman for that high check on Langell. Killed off brilliantly by the Blackhawks. Smith. Pass in the path of Ruck, but intercepted Grover, who played it along the end boards. Sack pushes forward, but a blind pass by Minson. Intercepted Smith. Lovely backhander out to Ruck, who's got space. Slap shot. Nice save, Smart. Smith off the high stick of McLean. Now the Blackhawks will take this one back with the icing call. 3 minutes remaining. Nice atmosphere too by the crossbar. Having a nice bite and a bev. And one player in the meantime coming off for the Flyers Orange. He's not looking too well out there. I think that is either Kelly or Ruck. It's Kelly who's coming off as the Flyers Orange win another face-off. Smith almost at the back. Mid-air by McLean. Doesn't get that one to go to the back of the net. And Kelly, that is, the player who is off as another icing call is being made. With 2.5 minutes to go, Kelly just having a chat to a couple of the supporters and a couple of the staff as well. So we're not sure what is wrong with him, or maybe he's just having a bit of a spell for cramp. Hopefully we'll keep you updated as soon as possible. Another face-off on the outer circle. Lodge and Kazala. Even Stevens in that one, but the Blackhawks, they win it out. Kazala along the wings. He knows how to get it done from there, but was just under a bit of too much pressure as the save is being made easily by McCann inside the goal crease. Less than 2 minutes remaining. Still, Blackhawks are not out of this game. They've had plenty of chances. They've played the puck effectively, but it's just those turnovers off centre ice and in offense that have just hurt them a little bit. In spite of many chances that they had themselves in the last 5 minutes of the opening period, the tides have been reversed in the Flyers' orange favour. They've had more of the chances now in the last 5 minutes of the second. And so they're really turning up the aggression. The Flyers' orange, as another icing call has been made. Kelly, that's Bob Kelly for the Flyers' orange. He's been taken off and back into the locker rooms. And he wasn't walking too well when he came off the ice, so doesn't look good from his point of view. Lodge thrusts forward. He goes cross ice towards the crease, but down low. A good save, Charlie Smart. Another face-off from the same area. With less than a minute remaining in this second period. Flyers Orange have scored the only goal in this second period, but Williams can break through. He's on the breakout, out of the defensive zone. He's got speed. He's up against a fellow quickie in Langell. But he got great support there by Jackson to force Williams back. And turns it over. A fine second effort there. And now they can set it up. Lovely backhander. Langell looking for the hat-trick. Forced back by Woodman off the sideboards. Defensive rebound coming for Jackson. Langell again with the backhander. This time to Lodge. Cut off by Woodman. We're down to 5 seconds. One more chance for Woodman on the corner of the slot, but he'll run out of time. The buzzer goes, and the Flyers Orange with another goal added to their advantage. They now lead at 2-0 over the Blackhawks in their effort to go level with the reigning champions, the Flyers Blue, on top of the ladder. The Blackhawks not out of this game, but they still have a bit of work to do if they want to at least rescue a point. It is 2-0 in favour of the Flyers Orange in this round 16 clash, the CD Dodd Perth Premier League. Don't go anywhere. The last period coming up short.
Shatterguard has been installing Perth's best shutters for over 30 years. With no advertising signs on your front lawn and no sales gimmicks, visit shatterguard.com.au.
Getting some ropes in. Flyers Orange have the advantage, 2-0 here at the Perth Ice Arena, the first game of round 16 of the CD Dodd Perth Premier League. Goals both being scored by Riley Langell, who's on the verge of a hat-trick if he keeps his hard work going. But also more bad news for them with the 7 players missing from their side. The likes of Ruck, Webster and Big Jamie Campbell missing. They also have lost Bob Kelly due to injury. We'll keep you up to date on what it is that forced him off It looks as though it is a big injury for the big man, Bob Kelly. The Blackhawks are by no means out of it, but they still got a little work to do. They did expose a few gaps on the high slot that allowed the Flyers Orange to enter deeper and look for the easy tip in towards the net. That's where they've got to protect the slot a little more carefully. They've been using the puck a lot better than in their last couple of games, where turnovers from centre ice and in their own attacking zone brought them undoing and leaked easy goals. But the advantage on the scoreboard may not tell the whole story. It's been quite tight out there. The Langell goals coming in the first 5 minutes of each of the first two periods. It's now the final period, 15 minutes and stoppage time. So the Blackhawks still in this game. Flyers Orange still have the advantage and playing well. Third period underway. Davidson won the face-off on the full, but the Flyers Orange have first clean possession of it. Smith, long reach, gets the open ice pass towards the goal line. McLean recovers, but out the back there is Woodman. Woodman, nice 180 there. Good change in direction. Hands it from behind the goal line. He's got Davidson. Oh, one player just letting the stick slip from his gloves. Lodge tries to rebound it back on the attacking zone, but only as far as Woodman. Woodman's got a target. Williams. Well wide of the bar. And now the Flyers Orange have got a good setup. It's 3-on-2. Ruck goes for the shot. And inside the crease, stoning it in. Charlie Smart. Dave Ruck did have another option. He had Cameron Smith onto the left-hand side of the slot. Maybe would have gone cross-ice and opened things up in his favour. But then again, he could have risked an offensive turnover that may have leaked the goal. But also, another point we have to address, and there's a hooking call being made out of the face-off, and that is against the Blackhawks, is that their lack of success in the power plays. The Blackhawks, they've had 2 of them, and they have not scored in either of them. And 7 power plays in the last 2 games, they've only scored once. But they finally added on the board. And there's an offside call. That's against the Blackhawks. And the advantage goes to the Orange, and that's where Yannick Lodge swoops in. Cross ice out there to Langell. We look to open it up on the doorstep, but Charlie Smart blocks it off with a good save down low. Offside call made, and the Blackhawks knew to stray away from the puck if they didn't want to risk a penalty. It also allowed the Flyers Orange to break out from centre ice and onto that attacking zone, and now they have it. Do they play it to the right-hand corner point? They don't, and in fact it goes over the plexiglass and out of the arena. It came in from Cameron Smith. And remember, at every play stoppage, the clock stops in the third period. So about 1.5 minutes into this last period. 2-0 on the CD Dodd scoreboard if you're just joining us for the first time. Face-off being won, but the Blackhawks swoop in. And again, another offside call. Sack at the puck right in front of him. Unfortunately, the offside call has brought the Blackhawks undone. A few changes on the fly being made as well. Face off on the neutral zone. It's going to be Ruck and Williams. Jackson along the boards, but it's cut off Woodman with the backhand. Jackson will get it back. On the defensive zone, a rare fresh area. Turned over. Williams, just wide of the post. Hillier. Cut off by McLean. Out to Smith. Smith rebounds it on the offensive zone, but it's cut off. And now the Blackhawks can play it off the boards. Break out of centre ice. That is brilliant. That's Minson. Out there to Hillier. Hillier scores. Well, that's the response the Blackhawks were after. They got a really good entry off that centre ice turnover. Hillier, Williams and Shalaru combining, and that is Scott Hillier, who got the first one on the board for the Blackhawks. They needed that one. Here's Woodman on the CD Dodd replay. Hillier rebounding off Williams and Whelan. And a nice slap shot there from Scotty Hillier goes to the back of the net and draws the Blackhawks back. Not out of this game. It's now 2-1. With 3 and a bit minutes played in this last period thus far. Lodge. Off the boards. It's an open ice pass towards Woodman for the Blackhawks, who can rebound it again. Slap shot from Lodge. Nice save, Smart. Rebounded Hillier. Turned over. Back and forth it goes on the defensive zone. Backhander out to Langell. Lodge roaming free inside the slot. Turned over. Minson. Oh, and a nice head-high one from Woodman there, but the referees let it go this time. Oh, and another one. This time on Kelly. And Tortoise getting one back for his team, and another one on Woodman. Oh, he's been made a target this evening. Woodman again, but only as far as Langell. The Blackhawks have really got the pressure on the Flyers orange here. Sack! Wide of the left-hand post, but will they rebound it? He's got a couple of players at the back to sack. One of them is Minson. Turned over, Tortoise for the Flyers orange. Out wide. Cross ice, it's into open space again. That's where Sack can capitalise. But it's not to the back of the net. Lodge goes through 1, 2, goes through 3. Breaks out of that defensive zone. Intentional hit, that was on Minson. And it'll be Minson's time in the penalty box for the next 2 minutes as a result. So the Flyers orange have got an ideal power play situation. It's all thanks to Shutterguard as always. Open ice pass out towards the attacking zone for the Blackhawks, but it's hand there by McCann in front of the goal line. Lyndon Lodge. Plays it to the inner wing, slipping up there with Smith at the wrong time. Woodman. Forced back, well played by Ruck in defence, and McLean forcing him back. It's played along the sideboards, but Potvin will come up to meet it. On the defensive zone. Gentle cross-ice pass to Lodge. As the rain falls again outside, it's been very wet here in Perth. Lodge from right point. Get that one to go. Plenty of players covering the slot. Another high open ice pass. He really got that one to go. But McCann recovers. The goal slightly exposed. Lodge opens it up to Potvin. Centering pass. Ruck. Breaks free. Nice little 360. Cross ice. Lodge from the right point. Smith looking to tip that one in close to the doorstep. And again, another open ice pass. They're looking to kill off the penalty time with these. That's what the Flyers orange did in the last power play back in the second period. Williams keeps it in front. He's pressured by Langell. He's looking for a hat-trick. Great play by Langell, keeping control. Lyndon Lodge, long shot, looking for the tip-in with Smith, but Jackson rebounds on the offensive zone. Ruck and Kelly. Oh, almost tipped out of Smart's hands. Williams with the open ice pass again. Covered by McCann. And with that, they may even kill off this penalty. As the Blackhawks make a few changes on the fly, they go out wide to Tortoise through the Flyers orange. Tortoise's pass onto the sideboards, and the penalty will be killed off in 5 seconds. And the Blackhawks player allowed back. Fine defending by the Blackhawks under pressure. The power play killed off. And now they're back to full strength 5-on-5, and here they go. In transition from centre ice into attack. The open ice pass off the end boards, rebounded by Potvin. Cuthbert again. Ricochet off Yannick Lodge's chest and keeps it in front. That's good play by the young man. Very dynamic at both ends. Pass out to open ice. Referee's putting his hand up for the icing call. But Woodman will make sure the referee waves it off. Boyce pass back onto centre ice. Lodge almost mishandling that one. Regains control. Good gather. Cross ice to Langell. Great speed by Langell, trying to penetrate the low slot. It is pushed to the outer wing. Forced to pass it out wide. In the slot. Langell, great rebound. He shoots all just off the left-hand post. Potvin sweeps it back into the slot, but well recovered. With about 8 minutes to go in the match. Can the Blackhawks level it? Davidson shot off the pads of McCann. Good save down low. Oh, and another one gone begging from Minson off left-hand point. Cross-ice pass. It was aimed to the slot where Grover was situated. Campbell and Grover. Campbell with the backhander. Out to Grover. And almost ricocheted there off Jackson. Would have been an own goal. Jackson, a sweeping open ice pass towards the attacking zone. Well played in the end. Smart stopping Dave Ruck from the easy tip-in. The Blackhawks have now got another chance, and it looks as though the referee has called it offside again. And it'll be a face-off by the neutral zone. Things are getting very interesting here with 7.5 minutes to go, so stay right where you are. Watching around the world, at the fans at the Perth Ice Arena as well. They've got their fingers crossed. And dare I say it, they might be biting their nails because this is a very tight contest. Off the face-off, McLean and Grover. Grover pushes it back to the offensive goal line, only as far as Linden Lodge. High hoist pass. Ooh, nice catch by Kazala. Slap shot. Oh, he's pressured at the last moment. Well played by Cameron Smith. To stop Kazala getting a clean slap shot. Grover! And fine save, McCann, keeping his eye on it. And taking a fine slips catch, dare I say it. Inside the goal crease. Grover got plenty of power on that slap shot. Blackhawks have been able to lock it in for the moment. Inside that offensive zone. McLean, Lodge and Smith, the three defensemen on the slot, covering it off. Resulting in the turnover, McLean. Great pass along the wing, Smith. And just by the left-hand post. And the Blackhawks just as quick to open space. By centre ice, Woodman and Lodge. Woodman, good use of the stick down low. Williams, and he's got it! Ben Williams levels it for the Blackhawks. This time the centre turnover went their way, and Ben Williams found some space to break out of centre ice and score the leveller. Well, what an amazing comeback by the Blackhawks. They've gone from 2-0 down to level things up, as you see on the CD Dodd replay. Ben Williams, one of the Blackhawks' best attacking players this season, was able to capitalise off the centre ice turnover, get the wrist shot to go, and score the leveller for the Blackhawks. Now we've got 6 minutes, 6 3/4 minutes rather, to go in the game. And it is 2-2. Things have gotten really interesting here. Lodge, is he going to look for the winner? Went for it, but just over the crossbar. Oh, Hillier got a little taste of the physical stuff. Woodman and Lodge. Langell. They go cross ice to find Williams. Minson. Oh, he had a fresh airy Potvin. Couldn't capitalise on that one. He's forced back. Lodge. Hoist pass back onto centre ice. The puck is roaming free. Is it going to be an icing call? Referees waved it off. Woodman was awaiting whether it was going to be an icing call or not. As it turns out, no icing call was made. Good breakout by Woodman. He's away from the slot. Tried to go with the goal from behind the net. That's very ambitious. Chalaru. Blackhawks have got the Flyers orange under pressure now. But turned over, Langell. Langell finds some space out wide. Cut off there by Sack. Off the sideboards, only as far as Jackson. 5.5 minutes to go on the CD Dodd scoreboard. What a contest we have got here. Sack goes through two, shoots off the pads of McCann. Grover, cross ice, Sack had space. Where was the defence from the Flyers orange? Sack almost. Well, the pressure got to him at the last moment. McCann off the pads. The long shot came in from Minson. Sack off the skates. Langell, he's going to be in front. Oh, he missed that one completely. Didn't want to be ruled offside as well. Kazala on the high slot, shoots just above the crossbar. Sack, great control, off the back, goes Grover, down low goes McCann with a good save. My goodness, the pressure was really on the Flyers Orange there, but McCann saving the day with a nice clutch save down low inside the crease. That was a good passage too by the Blackhawks, keeping it locked in by the high slot area. Sack and Grover getting right amongst it, setting up some very good passages. They just need that one more to go to the back of the net. Williams thrusting himself from the circle towards the slot. And again, McCann making the save. The Blackhawks have got the momentum, dare I say it, judging by how aggressive they've been at the puck. The Flyers Orange are looking a bit rattled. All 2-on-1, referee making sure to get out of harm's way. The Flyers Orange have their moment. Ruck, does he go cross ice to Smith? No, he doesn't. No, he should have. He should have gone cross ice to Smith, and that would have made it an easy tip in to take back the lead. Well, that moment might cost them. But the Blackhawks have got an opportunity of their own. Hillier pressured into the turnover. Ruck and Grover back on centre ice by the baseline. Grover cross ice. Out wide, almost a blind pass. Almost turned over by Williams. He was the leveller. Oh, and it's off the pads of McCann and through the gap. And it'll be another face-off. Less than 4 minutes to go. What's been an enthralling game to open round 16 of the CD Dodd Perth Premier League. If it's another tie, then the Flyers Blue will be relieved, because they'll be a point ahead on top of the ladder. And the Blackhawks, they will be equal, but they'll jump to third nonetheless, because they have a superior goal difference compared to the Northern Vikings, who are due to play tonight against the Sharks. But there's still a lot to happen in 4 minutes of game time. Lodge rebounding off the glass. Yannick Lodge breaks out. He's got speed. Makes his way to attack, but he's forced out wide. That's good defending by the Blackhawks. Lodge looking for that turnover, but it's taken away by Woodman. And the referee's got the hand up. And a penalty. Penalty has been called. And that is against the Flyers Orange. And that'll be on Lodge by the looks of things. He's got the helmet off. He's not too happy about it, is Yannick Lodge. So he'll be going to the penalty box instead of the bench. So a power play situation that could prove crucial for the Vikings, for the Blackhawks rather. So Yannick Lodge, I'd have to say, who's been one of their best players in this game so far, is going to spend 2 minutes in the penalty box. And this is an ideal opportunity for the Blackhawks to take the lead. They have not led it all, and they've had to come from 2-0 down. The Flyers Orange, well, they need to ride the pressure. They have done all of the season, despite missing 7 of their best players. Sack plays it along the inboards. Finds Woodman. Tried to go back to Sack, but Lodge covered that one off. Open ice pass out towards the attacking zone for the Flyers Orange. No icing call. Looking to go steady. Hillier. He's got Minson. Goes to Grover. Oh no, that's Campbell rather. Rather's got Sack by the left point. Woodman centers it. Woodman shot. Well played by Langell. Woodman gets it back. Sack out towards Grover, but cut off by Ruck. And that leaves the door open. McLean deep into the slot, and McLean scores! Well, that last turnover is a sinking feeling for them. The short-handed goal comes in for Sean McLean of the Flyers Orange, and they take back the lead. As we go to the CD Dodd replay, that pass from the wing set it all up. It went from Ruck to McLean, and McLean capitalised on the low slot. A nice wrist shot to score his first of the night, and the Flyers Orange third, and they take back the lead after the short-handed goal. And again, that raises the issues of scoring in power plays for the Blackhawks. And a timeout has been called, and I think that's a timely one for the Flyers Orange. They've scored the goal. They've got it when they needed it. How can they maintain the momentum that has swung back their way? 2.5 minutes remaining on the CD Dodd scoreboard. Both teams will gather collect their thoughts after what has been a great 6 minutes. The intensity was right on. The fine pass by the winger trapped on the sideboards, the backhand into the path of Ruck, who was roaming free on centre ice, and then backing it up himself with a fine pass to McLean, who had some open space in the slot. And Sean McLean making the most of the chance and scoring the third goal for the Flyers Orange, and more importantly, that one that took back the lead. They led 2-0 after the second. They had 2 straight scored against them, but McLean stopped the run. What can the Blackhawks do? Can they level it up? Or will the Flyers Orange hold on and take their 6th win from 12 matches? An interesting 2.5 minutes coming up. Ruck tries to go for the open ice pass, but it was covered by Minson. Sack on the offensive wing. Cross ice, almost turned over Langell, just ricocheted off the stick. The Blackhawks look to play it slowly now. Grover looking for the backhander. He goes cross ice, a blind pass. Lodge tried to go open ice. Woodman lays it to the wings. The penalty still in effect in the meantime. Williams almost went to the back of the net. Lodge, well, he did the right thing to ease the situation. Went for the open ice pass onto the attacking zone. They wouldn't want to score at this stage. They want to hold on as much as they can. Ruck, and he goes out towards the Blackhawks bench. He tried to get it back out onto the attacking zone for the Flyers Orange, but unfortunately, that is going to be back onto the Blackhawks attacking zone for a face-off. So 10 seconds left in this Shutterguard power play. Could the Blackhawks level it up? This could be the most important 10 seconds of the match from the Blackhawks' point of view, given that they scored 2 goals in a big run before Sean McLean stopped them in their tracks. Minson, cross ice. Sack from the centre. Lodge rescuing that one in the defensive slot. And the penalty being killed off. It's back to 5-on-5. Kazala, bypassed by Ruck. The Blackhawks again have it. But Smith is not giving in. The pass comes in, almost offside. It was to the path of Woodman. And Woodman gets it back. Mid-air by Langell. And it looks as though the stick might have been a bit too high there. And as the penalty is killed off, the referee's blown the whistle. So it'll be a face-off on the inner circle. We're in the last minute of this matchup on the CD Dodd scoreboard. It'll be Kazala, and just a bit of a delay here while Jordan Grover, or Liam Campbell rather, just sorts himself out. And play can resume. Lodge and Kazala. Lodge wins it. Langell hoists it back to the defensive zone. Smart on the outer wing. Goodman plays it well. He's under pressure though. Yannick Lodge played it well. He goes to Tortoise in the low slot. He's pressured by Grover. Off the end boards now. Kazala. Down to the last 30 seconds. They still have a chance of rescuing a point. Woodman. They wouldn't want to waste any time. The Flyers Orange will want to keep them back. That road pass is not going to do any wonders for them. But the Flyers Orange, they now have a chance to really sew it up. They're not out of the woods as far as they're concerned, because there's still another 22 seconds remaining. And they could still rescue a point, the Blackhawks. But after the momentum they had, the Flyers Orange will want to make it as hard as they can. Langell looking for the hat-trick. Grover off the boards. Jackson. And they could just run the clock down if they want. They got it where they want it. Woodman on the outer wing to Minson. The time will run out. The Flyers Orange They've had to withstand a hard charge by the Blackhawks in what has been a great game to open round 16 of the CD Dodd Perth Premier League. The Blackhawks valiant, but the Flyers orange just too strong in the end when it mattered, and are victorious 3-2, and they go equal top of the table with the Flyers blue, and that is 3 very good wins in the last 4 weeks of the season for the Flyers orange. And despite missing 7 key players, they have really reminded us what an amazing depth the Flyers orange have got. Riley Langell scoring a double, Sean McLean scoring the winner, as it would turn out when the game was really intense. Ben Williams and Scott Hillier, the scorers for the Blackhawks in that remarkable run at the start of the third, when they scored 2 goals straight. But unfortunately to no avail. Jason McMahon, we're happy about the effort, but also the start of the game that the Blackhawks had. That'll be a big point of conjecture that the team would need to address ahead of the last 5 rounds of competition for them. So they are still on 9 points from 10 games. The Flyers orange 15 points from 12 games and 6 wins in 2021. Well, what a great opening to round 16 as we see some of the highlights, the CD Dodd highlights of that first game. The game where every chance needed to be taken. And the game really belonged to that wingers unit for both sides, setting things up for both teams. But in the end, the Flyers orange capitalising on those chances late. And that pass from the outside wing to Ruck and on to McLean in the low slot. It did it for them. Well, that just about does it from the Perth Ice Arena at the end of this first game. Round 16 of the CD Dodd Perth Premier League. Coming up, we have got the Vikings and the Sharks in about 15-20 minutes time. So make sure you stay with us on the Front Row Screens Facebook page and on the PPL Facebook page and YouTube for all of the action in that second game. On behalf of Bailey, Ryan, Matt, and all the Front Row Screens team, this is Paul Persick saying see you in 15 minutes for Game 2, the Sharks and the Vikings. But from here, in Game 1 of Round 16, the Flyers orange are equal top of the table ahead of the Blackhawks after beating the Blackhawks 3-2.